come on, we have taken the next question from again NEET JEE. That is, a two identical charged spheres suspended from the common point by the two massless string of the length L are initially at a distance d. Fine. Suppose this is a common point from which these two spheres are attached. Fine. They are suspended from this common point. Fine. With string length is given to us L. Fine. Now they are initially at a distance d. Fine. The charge is same, so I write it, suppose plus q charge are initially at a distance d, where this distance is very small compared to L. Fine. Now the charge begin to leak from both the spheres at the constant rate. It means that with the respect to time, this charge leaks at the constant rate. Fine. It means that dq upon dt is constant. Fine. Now at a constant rate, as a result, the sphere approaches near to each other with the velocity v, and this v varies as a function of the distance between the sphere s. Fine. Now what actually they want to say, now when the charges are initially at a distance d, so you know that the force of the repulsion, you know, this will give the repulsion force on this in this direction. So I write this force of electrostatic, that is kq upon d square. Fine. Even you can write for this charge, it would be again same. Fine. Now when you see that this charge is leaking at the constant rate, when the charge decreases, definitely the repulsion decreases and this will come near to each other. Fine. So at what velocity, or you can say when they reaches near to each other, at that time velocity and how the distance are related to each other. Now you know that if d is much lesser than L, that means this angle is very small. When this angle is very small, we just write sin theta is nearly equal to tan theta, and it is nearly equal to theta. Fine. This we have done in geometry also. Now our question is like this: suppose in an equilibrium condition, what is the criteria? Suppose this is the mass of the sphere. This is same here applicable in this side also or this side also. So if I use this part, this is mg, you know that the tension on the string is in this direction. You see that this part is again theta. Fine, because symmetry says that this is an alternate angles, so this becomes t cos theta. Fine. And this becomes what? T sin theta. Fine. So in equilibrium condition, can we say that t sin theta balances Fe and t cos theta balances what? Mg. Fine. If I take the ratio of these two equations, see what we get. Tan theta must be equal to Fe upon Mg. But what is Fe? It is kq square upon d square Mg. Fine. So this is a condition when they are initially at rest. But you know that as it start leaking, now what will happen when it start leaking? Now what will be the condition? You can see that this sphere will come near to each other. Fine. So this angle becomes still small, and suppose I say this distance is x. So this point is x by 2. This distance is x by 2. After leaking the charges at the constant rate, so this will come near to each other. So this would be the condition. So distance would change. Suppose that distance is x, I say. Fine. So what will happen? Now from this geometry, what would be the condition? This bit will be mg. Again this will be t. Fine. So this becomes what? This is again theta. So this becomes t cos theta. This becomes t sin theta. And this would be the force. Fine. Either you can apply on both the sides. Again you will get the same condition. Tan theta becomes what? Kq square upon x square mg. Fine. Now we require to find out at this point, because now the charge is leaking. Now what is tan theta from geometry? Tan theta says what? Opposite side upon hypotenuse. So can I write from geometry tan theta is x upon 2 into L, because this is length L. Fine. So opposite side upon hypotenuse. Fine. So suppose I say this is x by 2. If I say this is L, this is x by 2, this becomes angle theta, because theta goes on decreasing. So this is x by 2 upon L. Fine. I have shown here. Fine. So tan theta I can substitute here. So what did you get? X upon 2L is equal to kq square upon x square mg. Fine. So what did you get? X cube mg. upon k into 2l is equal to q square. Fine. Now what did you get? Now you can see that this part is constant. Fine. So ultimately, can I say q square is proportional to x cube, or q is proportional to x raised to 3 by 2? Yes or no? Fine. See, after that what you have to do is, say, we get x square is proportional to x cube. Now you know that as the dq upon dt changes, x also changes. Why? Because you know charges start leaking, so distance also changes. So take the derivative with respect to t on both the side. See, when you take the derivative with respect to t on both the side, you will get dq upon dt is equal to 3 by 2 x 3 by 2 minus 1. So it becomes what? X raised to 1 by 2 dx upon dt. Fine. So ultimately what did you get? See, this goes away. You can say that dq upon dt is constant. Fine. dq upon dt is what? Constant. Even 2 by 3 is also constant. And what is dx upon dt? It becomes velocity. So can I write like this? This 2 comes here, 3 here in the denominator. dq upon dt is constant. So x 1 upon 2v, x raised to 1 upon 2v is again constant. Fine. So what we did, I have taken x raised to 1 by 2 in the denominator. So v is proportional to x raised to minus 1 by 2. I hope you understand.